about himself.
I'm fighting a battle against a horrible group of deep-seated people, drain the swamp, that are coming up with all sorts of phony charges against me.
Phony charges, the swamp. Are these pardons really about sending a signal to Trump's allies? People like Michael Cohen, Michael Flynn, Paul Manafort, all of whom are facing the possibility of decades behind bars if convicted. That the president is saying, I'll pardon you if you just remain loyal to me. See what I've done to these other high-profile people? Jeff Zeleny is traveling with the president today. He's live in Houston. And Jeff, you know, look, we've got 5 pardons from this president. At this point in the prior presidencies of Bush, Clinton, Obama, we had not had a single one. What is Trump doing here?
Aaron, it is exceedingly unusual and something that most White House aides were not expecting at all today when the president did fly here to Houston. He's supposed to be focusing on the midterm elections. This is hardly the Republican message for the midterm election. But in many respects, talking to a variety of White House aides today, it is also something the president privately has been saying for a long time. He is obsessed, and so many of his thoughts revolve around James Comey. So it's clear what he is trying to do here, as you laid it out all there in the introduction. He's trying to paint a narrative, show that he is not the only one in his view, the president is not the only one in his view, who's being wronged by the Justice Department. He has drawn a thread here with James Comey. He's looked back through some of his previous cases. Ironically, he's friends with a lot of these people, as you pointed out. But more importantly, the president is trying to paint a broader picture here that when the Mueller investigation reaches its climax, whenever that will be, that they too cannot believe the findings of that because of these other cases here. No question, the Rod Blagojevich op-ed in the Wall Street Journal absolutely directed at the president, at the White House here. But it's interesting, Aaron. I would be surprised if the president was as concerned about Rod Blagojevich as he was using his story, perhaps, to paint a broader narrative here about James Comey.
All right. Aaron. Well, certainly appears that is part of it. Blagojevich couldn't have written that op-ed or letter, whatever you want to call it, more effectively to this president. Thank you so much. Jeff Zeleny in Houston with the president. And I want to go now to Victoria Tunsing. Knows more about this than almost anyone, informal legal advisor to President Trump, but also attorney for Scooter Libby, who was among those pardoned by this president already. Victoria, great to have you back. So this is the crucial question. Is President Donald Trump sending a message with these pardons to people like Manafort, Flynn, Cohen?
Hey, Aaron, if their lawyers don't know that the president has pardon power, they better get into another line of business, for goodness sakes. The president has pardon power. We all know that, and it's unfettered. And what is this thing about, well, every other president did it and didn't do any in the first couple of years. Well, better to do like Bill Clinton and reward a whole bunch of people on your way out of office, like including Mark Rich, who gave him